Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, sponsored today by Bamboo Learning. I'm Tori. Today is Friday, October 9th, 2020. And we begin with a giant question mark hanging over the next two presidential showdowns. Because of the president's COVID diagnosis, the debate commission wanted next week's face-off held virtually with a moderator in Miami and both candidates zooming in separately. President Trump said no, he'd do it in person or not at all. The Biden camp then proposed a week delay, something the Trump team was okay with if the third debate could also get pushed back a week to the 29th, just a few days before the election. This time it was Mr. Biden who said no. The result is, as of this recording, a stalemate. For the record, there is no law requiring a presidential candidate to participate in a debate. By now, the 2020 Nobel Peace Prize, arguably the world's most prestigious award, has been announced. The list of candidates is always highly confidential, but this year's reportedly started with 318 people on it and overnight got whittled down to the winner, which could be one person, a single organization, or shared. The good news would have come overnight via a phone call from Sweden. The committee that makes the decision is famously unpredictable, but that doesn't stop odds makers from trying to guess. On this year's shortlist, the World Health Organization, teenage climate activist Greta Thunberg, and New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. Tonight, the LA Lakers will channel Kobe Bryant en route to what they hope will be a season-ending, title-defining Game 5. A win against the Miami Heat means the championship, so when LA takes the court at 6 p.m. Pacific, look for them to be wearing the black Mamba jerseys designed by and for Kobe. The basketball great, his daughter, and 7 others died in a helicopter crash last January. Since then, the Lakers have worn the jerseys in his honor 4 times and haven't lost yet. If the team closes out the finals tonight, it'll be the Lakers' 17th league title and the first since Kobe retired in 2010. As it turns out, 11 almost 86'd her own acting career. 16-year-old Stranger Things breakout star Millie Bobby Brown said she got a lot of no's before she ever got a yes, to the point she almost threw in the towel. The one that hurt the most? Rejection for a role on Game of Thrones. Millie recently told Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon that she was so discouraged she considered walking away from the industry entirely. Luckily, she had one audition left in her for a little Netflix show that would go on to win 6 Emmys and 4 Golden Globes. Now, the star who almost wasn't is headlining a new series called Enola Holmes and getting ready for a 4th season of saving the tiny town of Hawkins, Indiana. The votes are in, and perhaps yours was among the 550,000 fat bear ballots that helped award the coveted title of heftiest to 747. According to a Katmai, Alaska park ranger, it's pure coincidence that he has the same name as a jumbo jet, but he is the size of a jumbo jet. This win was a long time coming. Bear watchers say 747 was fat enough to hibernate in July, but just kept on eating. By September, experts using a 3D scanner estimated he weighed 1,400 pounds, so big that when rangers recently watched him trying to climb a hill, his enormous belly got stuck and he had to reroute. Sleep well, 747. He and his Alaskan bear friends begin their hibernation in the next few weeks. A reminder that today's podcast is sponsored by Bamboo Learning. To try it, just say, Alexa, open Bamboo Luminaries. Now, our KidNuz quiz. What staple of the presidential race is in jeopardy? The next 2 debates. What big award was announced overnight? The Nobel Peace Prize. Which 16-year-old actress nearly quit acting because she couldn't land a role? Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown. How much did the winning fat bear in Alaska weigh? About 1,400 pounds. In One for the Road, 747's upcoming winter-long siesta is the evolutionary way bears survive long, cold winters and lack of food. But it's more than just a long nap. The bear's temperature will drop about 12 degrees. His heartbeat will slow, and he'll only breathe about once a minute. It's how nature makes sure all the fat they stored up by stuffing their faces lasts until it's time to eat again. Bears do move around in their dens a bit, but for the most part stay put until spring, at which time they emerge hungry and about 33% lighter than when they went in. Before we go, we turn it over to Kim for today's KidNuz shoutouts.
Thanks, Tori. Our teacher salutes today are for Miss Perry and her students at Morehead City Primary in Morehead City, North Carolina, and Mr. Foster's class at Santa Susana High School in Simi Valley, California. And we send birthday wishes to Brandy in El Monte, California, Haley in North Las Vegas, Nevada, Bethany in Spirit Lake, Iowa, Carl in Monterey, Virginia, to Canada for Amelia in Guelph, Ontario, and Deacon in Calgary, Alberta, Texas for John and Zoe Claire, both in Houston, Kieran in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Gavin in New London, Wisconsin, Grayson in Louisville, Kentucky, Sophia and Jose in Mexico City, Mexico, to Illinois for Asher in Chicago and Aiden in Wilmette, and to Michigan for Owen in Adrian, Zoe in Lansing, and Maxine in Ann Arbor. Thanks for listening, everyone. A reminder to take our Week in Review quiz, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News Monday morning.